But I can't hear when the crowd screams, still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Low. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
11 on the play. And the Browns first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, low. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game. But
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If the ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
2nd and short now following the fumble. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
That's out to the left and complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Low. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
First down.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
First down pass. Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 45.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
We're scoreless after 1. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
48-yard line.
To throw on 3rd down, Dobbs, and he'll find Pittman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Off the bootleg, Dobbs. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And now running right through him. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Mack Wilson able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. That's complete to Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
Graham Gano on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Donovan Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Low. He'll let it go deep. It got his man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
Move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Space to maneuver at the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big play ability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call of this play, partner.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw Dobbs.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
Fourth down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Throwing on first down. Low. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun. Low. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Melvin Ingram in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 96 yards. And the Browns were able to strike quickly for 6.
For the point after.
Well, they were back in the shadows of their own goalpost, and that flipped quickly.
So much for playing it safe. I mean, the conservative, easy call, run the football, take care of it, create some space, punt the ball away. But no, let's throw it. And sometimes a defense's aggressiveness is used against them because when you've got people backed up, your natural inclination is to try and really force them back, and sometimes they get burned that way.
And they got burned there.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe somebody to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Out of the gun, Dobbs. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 25 yards that time. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Alex Anzalone able to get him for a loss of about 3.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Rap. 47 mic.
Operating from the gun. Dobbs looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Check 26.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime, and even 70 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike 53. Watch the screen.
From the gun, Lowe. Over the middle to Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Beckham Jr.
Odell Beckham with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Browns add on to their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Browns 20, Colts 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
On 1st down, Dobbs to throw. He'll drop this down to Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. All day, dog. Mike 56. Mike 56.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs. That's complete to his running back, Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
Second and a yard.
Gano's kick is good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no thought of a return here for Hines. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Dobbs, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Dobbs. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He had the option, decided to keep it. I don't know that it would have mattered either way, though. Defended pretty well.
It really was, wasn't it? Because option plays are really standard 2-point calls, and you have to prep against them, and they did their prep well on that one.
Peoples-Jones returning. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Peoples-Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on.
He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did. And remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
And again, it's Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, low, and finding the tight end Hooper. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off the play fake. Low. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off play action. Low. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Complete to David.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
A gain of 3, second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Operating from the gun. Low. That's out to Chubb, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd of the yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns. 15 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. But it's going to be second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions. And here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield. He was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 3rd quarter here in Indy. This is 2nd and 10. For Nick Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The
Indy offense at the line and set to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs, since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Dobbs looking to throw on first down. Airing this one out for Evans. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Mike Evans with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game. And now the Colts are going to keep the offense on the field as they'll go for 2 here. They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. And they're able to ground it in there on the 2-point try. And you and I were talking before the game. The 2-point conversions from the 15-16 season, what has changed, what hasn't changed, partner?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's changed is just your normal strategy, because now you're either kicking the football with the ball on the 15-yard line, or if you decide to go for 2, they put it on the 2-yard line. So what are you thinking as a coach? Do I risk it? Do I go for it here? Do I try and gain it? strategic advantage and maybe go for two early? That's what people are wondering about.
The Browns drive about to get started. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
By the Colts.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Colts 30, Browns 27.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. And that'll bring up second down. To throw again. Low. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
10. First down, Cleveland.
Check 15, check
the play fake. Low. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
2 at the 45-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
53 at the mark. 53 at the mark. Reverse, reverse, reverse.
From the gun, Low. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
On first down, Low. Forced out to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
It's a pick.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw on second down, Low. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Cleveland.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And goal at the Colts 5-yard line.
They'll try again with Chubb. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
The tackle made.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
34 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, They've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
1st and 10, Taylor now. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Off-play action. Low. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Low. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Complete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So still a small chance here with a little over 30 seconds to go, but they're definitely going to need this one to bounce their way. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Colts, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back